And we back, boys. We are that Desert Dynasty Football. Week 14. And some new records have been broken. 2 big records broken. One by a single player, breaking the record for most points scored by a single player. And then, most points scored by a team. Mr. Dancy Pants over here, breaking the record for most points scored at, I believe we said 234 was the final tally?
248.
248.
You're welcome. All for nuts.
All teams to do it. It's a team that had its fate sealed already.
Just to drag myself out of the dregs of 10th place. That's all that got me.
But not only did it blow you out of 10th, it moved you up 2 spots.
Yeah, I jumped 2 people. I jumped Matt and I jumped Nikki P. Who I didn't even consider as the worst teams in the league. I thought it was strict, only me. But then, I won 4 games in a row. So I'm not going to say.
Is your team technically the worst, though? I mean, if we're really looking at the worst, it's probably mine.
100% my team is not the worst. It just, I don't know what happened. I was cursed all year.
Yeah, if we're going off of the proper way to judge a team by quality, it's mine. With Nikki P in a very close second.
Potentially, yeah.
Oh, wait, no.
But you're still in rebuild mode, remember?
Yeah, rebuild.
Very true.
Yeah. So, the fact that you almost snuck in a rebuild year is pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Missed it by...
Probably a good amount.
200 points.
That's it.
Yeah.
Only 200.
I was looking at that.
So
I was looking at that. Yeah. I was like, there's no way. Even if he wins, there's no way.
No. Because I was doing the math and everything, so the best I could have... This was the best I could have done.
Yeah.
In this 1 week. Was win it out and get some key losses.
Yeah. No,
And there
I
were
hear
key
you.
losses.
I mean, yeah, there were. But it was all but set up until this last week. I mean, it really just, it was a foregone conclusion, the guys that were going to get the stamp to be in the playoffs, I think.
Yeah.
So
I think the biggest surprise that we kind of saw is the punishment that we now have.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Because if Joe ends up facing Andy in the championship and Joe wins, their rivalry, Joe came out a 1 win, so it would null and void the rivalry for this year, is what he's saying.
No, it wouldn't.
That's what he's saying in the text.
He's wrong.
Yeah, he's hoping for...
We have 2 rivalry weeks for that reason.
Yeah.
It doesn't count. It's a regular
don't
season
matter
thing.
that.
It's not for the playoffs. That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
you suck, bro. You suck.
I mean, sorry, Joe. It doesn't. If you play him in the playoffs, I mean, first of all, I wish you luck, and secondly, that's just it's tough titties, dude. You get the screws put to you yesterday, so it's not your fault.
You might as well just buy the vest and wear it when you come out here. At this point,
I fully expect it.
Yeah.
I mean, at least people will be able to see you at night.
There you go.
High visibility jacket, dude.
And it was really, man, a lot of that came down to the last couple drives for Cincinnati.
Oh, absolutely. We've talked about this before. I mean, between Chase and Burrow, they put up 70 points.
Sure was.
When he was on the bye, when those 2 were on the bye, he was missing those 70 points. That's why he lost.
But they also
we talked about it. I mean,
that's a play where he had to perform too. So.
Yep. I mean, it's
just
when Cincinnati's on, he's gonna win.
And just Jamar Chase doing Jamar Chase things, scoring 42 and a quarter.
Yeah, he's absurd.
It's peanuts compared to Josh Allen.
Well, the Josh Allen of this week, and his defense letting him down. So in the actual game, Josh Allen losing, but Josh Allen putting
6
up
total touchdowns is what he was responsible for. 36 points off of touchdowns alone.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
No, James Cook. Nobody else gets to score a touchdown in that game except for him.
They were like 1-yard runs, his touchdowns.
I know.
They weren't like. They probably tried to run it with him, but he's too tiny. He's not a goal. He's not a goal line back.
Oh, and for those listening, we didn't say the totals. Josh Allen put up 58 in our scoring.
That's our scoring. I'm sure he broke records in everybody else's league too.
Probably. I would hope so. Because, like you said, 36 points in our PPR. I'm sure non-PPR it was probably 24.
Well, Allen's is going to be the same regardless because there's no catches involved. So, I mean, in standard scoring, they bumped down the touchdown totals to 4, which I find a little bit like.
Well, I guess his passing touchdowns were 4, but then his rushing were 6.
Yeah, but a touchdown's a touchdown, and that's why our league gives you 6 points regardless of how you score. It's always going to be 6 points. So
yes, which I agree with.
And that's the way it should be because anything else is just asinine to me.
Yeah, I never understood giving a quarterback 4 points for throwing the ball that the guy caught for 6. Like, that didn't make any sense to me.
It was initially intended to try to create some kind of balance in the scoring because quarterbacks were like widely dominated so much.
Mm-hmm.
And they tried to like handicap them, for lack of a better word. And that's what they did to try to make things even. And now you see like wide receivers are like widely outscoring every other like position outside of like a random Saquon week or something. But it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense anymore. Like, you're just taking away points that are just not there anymore. It's not helping or hurting anybody. It's just like non-existent points. You're not rewarding them to the fullest extent of what they did, so it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So we don't do that bullshit.
I think we need to acknowledge also Justin could have scored more. He had a player score 0.
I could have touched the realm of 300 points if possible because a lot of my players just didn't really perform all that well. My kicker got like 2 points. That was nothing. And Lad McConkey didn't play, but like I already had the points at the time, so I was like, well, I think I'm pretty okay setting the all-time record. I don't really need to worry about one more dude going.
Yeah. No, you were totally fine, but just to give listeners an idea of those whatever listeners we have out there. So, like we were talking about, Josh Allen, 58. Devon Achane at 16.5, a little over 16.5.
Typical Doug.
Garendo at 24.
Hell yeah. Pickup of the week.
That was pickup of the week for sure. There was, I think when I was checking the waiver wire, there was, 8 of us tried to get
8 claims. There were 8 claims on Isaac Garendo. And like a true San Francisco running back, he also got hurt in this game.
He did. He is showing as questionable.
It's fine. I can bench him and then watch me lose next week.
That's fine. That helped you. You're going for 1.1.
I'm not doing it intentionally. That's poor form.
But then Justin Jefferson, having Justin Jefferson game at 30.5. Puka Nacua at 36.7. Mm-hmm. Like we said, McConkey didn't play, so he had 0. David Njoku, 15. Juwan Jennings, probably pickup of the year.
Yeah, probably.
Because he got 23.5 for you.
Helps to be at the bottom of the waiver wire all year.
I'm sure it is.
I mean,
and then
whatever.
And then defensive players, which we won't get too far into because I'm sure a whole lot of people don't know anyone outside of big names. But your key standout on your defensive side was your linebacker Jordan Brooks for the Dolphins.
I'm so surprised at how Van Ginkel did though, with the hot streak that he had.
He got hurt in the game. That's why.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Because legitimately, going into this week, Andrew Van Ginkel was outscoring Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty awesome, right?
And that's sad.
I mean,
that's a wide receiver and a defensive player.
Yeah, but like, what could be the potential like defensive player of the year? Like, in my heart, I don't think he will get it, but in my heart.
Well, let's see really fast on the D line, number 1 scoring defensive lineman
and number 1 linebacker.
No, it is not.
No, they changed it? Oh, bastard.
It is Zach Bond
I don't even know who Zach Vaughn is.
with the Eagles. And then Buda Baker is the number one defensive back.
He's the number
Buddha.
one. Yeah, good for him. Something needs to go right for that stupid team.
Well, I might be saying Zach Bond's name wrong, but I read it as Zach Bond. Baun.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. I only know
probably how it's
Nakobe
pronounced.
Dean. He's the only linebacker I know on that team.
Yeah. Again, so we were talking a little bit about it. So this is also a little bit of a rivalry week. A little bit of recap with it because it was week 2, the second connection with everyone. I avoided punishment because I beat Scotty, so
Congrats, man. Congrats.
I don't have. He can't name any of my players or anything like that, so I avoided that.
I mean, his names wouldn't be that good either, so, I mean, you really dodged a bullet on that one.
Oh, I know. And we almost saw the steel curtain, their terrible towel.
We didn't almost see anything.
Not even fucking close, man. How are you gonna say almost?
It was talking about how I said the high score.
He sat. First of all, Lad McConkey didn't even play. He could have sat Josh Allen in his 58 fucking points and still beat me. So it didn't matter. There was no almost saw. Almost saw. I'm just saying though, that's how big of a blowout it was. It was a 90-point difference. For fuck's sakes. There's not a chance in hell that this terrible towel is going up on that wall. Not a fucking chance.
You didn't play bad. You put up. You put up 160.
I put up almost 160, yeah, and that's
enough to beat a lot of teams.
That was in the middle.
That was the hardest. Did you guys see how many times I drop added a running back? The day of?
Yes.
Or the day before? I picked up Sincere McCormick. I dropped him. To pick up Amir Abdullah. I dropped him. I picked up somebody else just to pick Amir Abdullah back up. Like, I was going back and forth. Cam Akers. That's who it was. Because DeAndre Swift and DJ Moore were both listed as questionable. And there was talks that they might not play. And I was about to get screwed royally in 2 spots.
But you text me during the week, you're like, hey, my guys are doubtful or questionable, so you might see Tyler Algier against you.
I know, and I fucking sat him, man.
And you didn't do it. And he had a good game.
That's because DeAndre Swift was healthy, and I was kind of hoping, like I said in the last one, I was really hoping that the Bears' offense was going to perform better. Apparently, we're still loading and processing that, so hopefully I have future good players. Yeah, hopefully I have future good players for next year when they figure out what they're going to do with that offense.
But you could use your draft picks to get better players next year. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, that too. I can try to bolster my running back core, but that's going to be tough.
That's the only thing I want to do in the upcoming draft.
I just want to see how Scattaboo does in the combine.
I'm curious to see that. I'm also curious to see if they put him as a fullback.
If
they
I doubt it.
They won't draft a fullback if that's the case.
Yeah.
They'll go undrafted completely.
I mean, at least what I could see is that they're worried about his longevity.
Because he gets a concussion on every single play.
Yeah, just about. I could see them just not wanting to risk injuries because he runs like a fucking
Yeah, that's what Matt told me that, because I don't watch the ASU games, but he told me that every time he runs the ball, as soon as he gets up from being tackled, he just shakes it off. I'm like, well, that's CTE, like every single play.
Yeah, that's just Tua.
So we talk fantasy football on this podcast, NFL. Just real quick shout out, ASU, ranked number 4 in the nation, number 4. Thank you, college football. Thank you, college football, for finally getting your heads out of your asses and opening the bracket up more to more teams. Because we are in the championship fight, guys. Championship fight, January 1st.
I mean, you say this now, but if they get jack stomped, you're going to be biting, you're going to eat every word you just said.
That's fine. I'm just excited that we've made it this far. To be honest with you,
all 15 of our listeners
yeah.
are going to match you.
Well,
I'm just excited.
It's a good local story for us here in Arizona. If
Yep.
you live anywhere else, and even in Arizona, you might not even give a shit.
Yeah. I just wanted to take a moment, shout it out.
But,
I'm super
shout out.
stoked about
Welcome,
it, man.
baby.
Yep. But back to fantasy. No, there was no chance in hell. I am, however, excited to watch Kyle buy Matt a jersey.
Yeah.
Cause that's happening, right?
It
Kyle
has
won.
to.
Kyle won it.
Kyle
Right?
won.
Kyle did win. Yes, Kyle won.
Yeah, Kyle won because
goddamn
he's now
joke
7-7.
Oh my goodness.
So congrats, Kyle, on buying Matt a jersey.
Yeah, way to go.
Way to cost yourself $150, $175.
He probably
Congrats,
got it
you
at
gotta
like a
buy
silent
him a
auction or
jersey
some
of
shit.
a player. You gotta buy him a jersey of an old player.
No, it's a current player. It's just his least favorite Cardinal player. He cannot stand Zaven Collins.
That'll show him.
Yeah, that'll show you, Matt.
Yeah, take that, man.
The durian fruit needs to make a comeback for next year, though. That needs.
We
to be
need to
someone.
somehow get Scott to let you be his rival, is what we need to do.
I finished
Because
worse
then
than
Scott will
Scott.
have
Like,
to try durian.
well, Scott will have to do whatever. I mean, like, knowing my luck, if I call him out as my rival, like, he'll end up finally breaking the curse or something. So I don't want to go that far, but I can most certainly impose some kind of like eat something gross on camera for the league to watch kind of thing. Sure, I'll just start doing that for going forward, and then maybe. Now this is a long shot. Then maybe we can inspire some creativity in some of these dullards in our league, and they can actually come up with legitimate things, and maybe inspire, I don't know, better team names and all this other kind of thing that creativity is supposed to be used for. Instead of dipshit Andy stealing a fucking team name from somebody else in another league that him and I are both in, which is dumb as shit. Plus, it's off like a documentary of, like, what, 4 years ago? Tiger King? Are you fucking kidding me?
That's an old ass meme from 2020. Yeah, 'cause
Dude,
that was
come the
when
fuck
Tiger
on.
King came, which was right around COVID time.
I mean, Scott's team name is Haktua. At least that's relevant to this year.
I mean, yeah, that's... I don't know what Andy's doing, man. I am looking forward to my brother wearing this.
Yes,
Because
that's gonna be great.
he was
Oh, yeah, that's what I want.
beating Andy up until yesterday. Until Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow did what they have been doing all year when the Bengals are good, putting up 70 between the two of them, and swooping out that victory from my brother by 10 points, man. That was... I watched the comeback and the dead arise as Andy kept just scoring more and more points with Rico Dowdle, Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow. I believe he even has Trey Hendricks.
Yeah.
So that helped him out too. I mean, that was a terrible game for Joe to watch if he was watching it. And I feel bad that he had to watch it.
You know he was. That one probably meant a lot to him.
Oh, and I know he was because he was texting in the group chat. So it was very painful for him to watch.
There goes my 74-point lead. I'm like, oh.
Well, because I'm just looking at it. It was so Joe Burrow 28, Jamar Chase.
Joe had a 75-point lead going into last night.
Yeah.
And lost it with 4 players.
Yeah, pretty much. I would argue. No, yeah, it was 4 because Dowdle had a relatively okay game. But no one else stood out. It was 4 players that did all of it. If we're just looking at it, it was 28 plus 42, 70 points between the two of them.
I mean, without Chase, honestly, like his team, like nothing.
I'm trying to figure Do you guys remember?
Yeah, without
how
Chase,
that
he's
happened?
down 40 points, pretty much.
And you lose. Like, without Chase's, 42 goddamn points, there's nothing. There's nothing there.
Because, Thielen did good yesterday on Sunday, but not enough to secure that victory if he's missing Chase. Like, Chase is his offense with Joe Burrow sprinkled in.
Well, Thielen was on his bench.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if he had to sit Jamar Chase and start somebody else, he would have lost.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yikes.
He's just got the hottest QB wide receiver duo right now, man.
And it's painful.
Yeah, there's nothing else out there right now that can even touch it, to be honest.
I can't think of anything that hot. I mean, maybe Sam Darnold and Justin Jefferson, but that was, this week was really their hottest week they've had.
It's been a while. Darnold was struggling for the past few weeks. Same goes for Jefferson. That goes hand in hand.
Has.
But, maybe Stafford and Nakua? Maybe?
Yeah.
But but still, it's nowhere near what Chase has done.
Even with the Stafford and Nakua, you can say that they're obviously they're targeting Nakua way more than Cooper Kupp, but he's still spreading the ball between the two of them. It's just Nakua's going on the longer routes now, so he's getting the more yardage, which is why he's getting the higher fantasy points right now. Whereas Cooper's running the slant routes, and he's still getting 10 to 12 receptions. He didn't get as many this last game, but games prior, he's still touching the ball 10 to 12 times, even with Nakua touching the ball 10 to 12 times. So Stafford's doing a really good job at keeping that Breakfast Club alive and just adding another member.
Maybe. I don't even know. Maybe maybe he's part of the Breakfast Club? They do Loco Moco over there, right?
But
spam, ice, and spam, rice, and gravy?
I think so.
Hell yeah.
But,
awesome.
Matt Stafford, I think if Stafford didn't have Kupp, Nakua would be Jamar Chase range.
Well, not this year, because he spent a lot of time hurt. So, he missed the first half, the first quarter of the season for sure.
Yeah, he missed it with Cooper Kupp, I know. 7 weeks of it.
Well, that was also part of the reason why the team just started to take a huge, big old runny dump all over the first half of the fucking year. Ugh. I hate it.
It was the best time. It was the worst time.
It was the worst time. Right now is the best time when it doesn't matter at all. And I stand by it. I would beat the shit out of any other team in the league right now. I promise you.
I'm so glad you're not in the playoffs, man.
I think everyone should be, because
I would crush their dicks in.
Yeah, I'm so glad, man.
Well, who's the hot hands right now? It is.
I'm the hottest fucking team in the league.
Hottest fucking team. Three wins out of 4.
No, it's 4 in a row.
Yeah, 4 in a row.
4 in a row.
It's not 3 out of 4. It's 4 in a row.
It's 4 in a row.
I don't know why.
Thanks, Scotty.
Appreciate it, Scotty. Thanks for jump starting.
You lighted this. Yeah.
It started with the Scotty win.
The legend of Nole Chuga finally got its stride. Damn it to hell.
Well, and right when you beat Scotty, he also goes on kind of a cold streak.
It happens. McCaffrey's been crap for him too, so that pretty much that goes part of it.
I'd rather be on a cold streak going into the playoffs though, because hopefully that cold streak ends. There. That's it. Boom. Look at yours. Look at yours. Yours ended 4 weeks ago, just out of nowhere.
I'm not in the playoffs 1, and I'm on a hot streak for 2. So look at me is not the best example. No, you want to ride the hot hand into the playoffs. That's what you want to do. You want to have your team performing at a high level. You don't want to be on a cold streak. You're I'm limping into the damn thing. So
I'm definitely limping in.
Scotty, he did not have Lamar Jackson or the Baltimore fucking, Ravens this week. So that's a huge loss. He didn't have a quarterback that was worth a shit. So I didn't expect him to really win. maybe next week when he gets Lamar back, and we'll see what the hell happens. But actually, no, it doesn't even matter next week because he's the number 2 seed. He doesn't have to play.
Yeah,
so he's got a bye.
He has a bye.
So who knows?
Speaking of the seeding,
into this. Yeah.
Speaking of the seeding, so Andy's the 1 seed, bye week. Andy faces the winner of the 4 and 5 seed, which is myself and Kyle. I am not looking forward to this because Kyle just put up 200 points this week as well, almost. So this isn't going to be good.
You don't want to be a hard out. Ooh, that would suck.
Yeah. So looks like again, as we spoke a couple weeks ago, where I thought I would end up, knew I wasn't going to end up in 3rd, and looks like might be a first round out for me this year. Which I'm okay with, because if I lose, then I'm towards the bottom and towards the top of the draft pick for next year. So, because I have a first round draft pick and it's my own, so
you do.
I control where I draft.
Is it really your own? Yeah. Your own pick?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay then.
I had to keep looking at it. I was like, "Is it my own? Son of a bitch!" Then you have the 2 seed, which is Scotty. Scotty will face the winner of
Joe and
Blake and my brother, who came in and limped in at the 6th seed after that come from behind loss at the 6th seed.
Loss.
Yep.
It was a come from
fall from ahead loss, man.
Yeah,
he had it. Just take it away from him.
Yep. With just watching that game last night, I can only imagine how devastated he was to watch that Bengals offense and defense do what they were doing. Just painful. He's hoping to pull one out against Blake, but again, Blake just put up almost 200 points this week as well. So, not looking good for the Stumper clan over here. Just trash, man.
Well, yeah.
Ugh.
It's kind of funny because the 2 outside of Justin, who put up his 240, we have
yay.
Yes. Of the 2 other matchups in the championship playoff bracket, because we also have our toilet bowl, which has its own bowl game.
Represent.
Oh. Let's go.
We'll go through that seeding here in a second.
We'll go through that seeding.
You watch me dominate that bullshit.
The more exciting side. Well, do you want to win, though? Because then you lose your seed.
I don't want to win, but I'm going to put forth my best effort because I have a legitimate spirit. Because I will not throw a fucking matchup because I have pride. Like some of you shameful fucks.
I can't, man. Like, ethics, I
They're
have
the playoffs.
to try.
You
like,
obviously can't.
I know, but like, even in the shitter, like, I couldn't just sit my starting players. Like, I'm still fighting. I don't want to be the last place. I don't want to have that trophy back in my house.
Well,
you
there's
won't.
that. For sure.
You for sure won't have that.
Well, yeah, now you've thoroughly avoided it. I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't avoided it yet, which is a bit worrying. If I win this week, then I'm free and clear of that shit. I don't have to worry about it. But we need to organize a last place punishment. Because you should get the first round pick. I have no issue with that. However, you should be punished incredibly so because you have that first round pick. Yeah,
Yes.
you're good. You have it. Like, you're good in the long term, but short term, you're gonna fucking suffer, and you deserve it. And I'm fine with doing it retroactively. I'll do it with the fucking last place team coming up, but we need to decide on something. We can leave that to off-season things if we need to, but also
we can discuss during off season. My biggest thing is it needs to be on here.
It needs to be on the podcast.
It needs to happen.
Good luck.
Recording said podcast. I was planning on recording said draft.
Oh, okay.
Like, obviously, we probably won't have cameras on, but I will at least get audio going for it.
Oh, that's going to be a madhouse.
I mean, it won't be as bad. I mean, people are going to hear
isolation.
Scott's fucking annoying ass for the first time. That'll be fun.
Well, for recording. It's not that hard because you just isolate it. You turn the mic on and off when someone is like. Obviously, you can keep it on so you can hear all the bullshit. But
Yeah.
when there's like side conversations.
Last place punishment. Leave comments down below.
Last place has the comment. They have to do one. They have to do one for week 1, 2 for week 2. 3 for 3.
Yeah, I'll have to think of something. Like I don't even.
All I know is that's be a public punishment because it will be recorded.
I mean, I might just do the durian shit. Like, I mean, I'll throw that on the list.
So
I'm
who's-
down for Darian.
So what does the seating look like underneath the 6th seed?
So in the toilet bowl, looking at the toilet bowl, and last place taking up the 4th seed or 10th, depending on
10th
which
seed.
way you look at it.
10th.
It is
Don't give them hope.
well, it's Nikki P.
They are where they're supposed to be.
So
10.
Nikki P in 10th.
Widow X.
Yeah. Nikki P in 10th.
And you in 7th.
It sure is me in 7. Let's go.
And a bloody fight will
being-
ensue.
Being the highest seed in the toilet bowl. I
Yeah.
will take that.
Good fucking luck.
Hey Ryan. Hey Ryan, why didn't you make it into the important playoffs?
Because my team is shit.
There's that, too.
Oh, because you didn't score enough points.
I didn't score enough points. I'm 200 points behind 6th seed.
That's not even close.
No, it's
It's
not.
fine. It's fine. It's a rebuilding year. Next year, come back better.
Yeah.
At least you have a
rebuilding.
fucking you have a star running back on your team at the moment. So that
I
helps.
finally have a star on my team.
That helps.
'Cause I
You have to
can't
take
say
advantage
I
of
did.
it because he's one of the older varieties too. So
Yeah.
You're not gonna have him for long.
Unfortunately, since grabbing him, he hasn't put up more than 15.
I would kill to have a running back that I could throw in and know that he's going to put up 15. Instead, I've got DeAndre Swift right now. Who knows what he's going to do? Is it going to be 5? Is it going to be 25? Who knows?
You know what
Somewhere
my
in the
best
middle.
running back has been all year for me? Chuba.
Chuba's had a good year.
Yeah.
Chuba Hubbard has been my best running back this entire year.
He's been the best Panthers offensive player all year. So
Guess what? He's going to be the best running back next year for the Panthers too, because Jonathan Brooks retore his ACL, so he's not going
Yes,
to
he
play
did.
again next year.
And
Poor
Miles
Scotty,
Sanders
man.
was never good.
Poor Scotty and running backs this year.
I don't want to hear
Cursed.
it. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. He has the best running back who should win the MVP. I don't want to hear it. I don't feel bad for him.
Oh, Saquon? Fuck no, it's Josh
Yeah.
Allen now, baby.
I don't know.
All on the Allen train.
I'm always on the
I
Allen
want to
train.
on the Allen train, but Saquon has 4 games to hit 400 yards.
Okay, Josh Allen has like 12 yards rushing touchdowns and the passing touchdowns, so I mean, it's cool.
In a single season?
This year?
Has he broken the single season the single season passing yard record?
No, has Saquon broken the single season rushing yard record yet?
He is 400 yards away.
This is all
No,
wishful
single
thinking.
season was Dickerson at like 2105 or something like that.
Yes, but currently that is wishful thinking. That has not happened yet.
Well, Josh Allen would have to throw like 500 yards back to back to back to back.
Let me ask you this.
He has 9 rushing touchdowns. My mistake.
Let me ask you this. Is it impressive that he bypasses the record knowing that they're playing one more game than Dickerson did?
I think that's that's interesting thought.
No, it's not as impressive.
Correct. If he beats it in week 17, it's impressive. If it takes him till week 18, it's not impressive.
I'm okay with this.
Right, but I mean, the stats are the stats. I mean, you can't go
Yeah.
against it.
I
Which
mean,
is
he
fine.
can run for 200 yards in 4 games, like 4 games of 200 yards each. So.
Yeah, Josh Allen has 23 he's over 3,000 yards passing. He has 23 touchdowns passing, 5 interceptions and 9 rushing touchdowns. So
I think it's a key thing to point out for Josh Allen is that interception number. That is so low for him because the past couple of years he's had.
It is so far and away lower than his average.
Yeah,
but
he's averaging what, like 15?
Well over. Yeah, he was
last year. He had 15. The lowest he ever had was 9.
Okay,
but
it was around the 12 to
a third of his rushing touchdowns came 2 nights ago. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it was dead sexy. Hey man, he helped me fight off hanging some shit on my fucking wall, and I'm not doing that.
I know your entire team helped you with that, man. Like they all rallied behind you. I don't know if you sent them pregame letters or what you did, but holy
Didn't need to.
fuck,
They felt
man.
it. They felt what was in here, and they knew what to do for me.
They felt in here of the
The
10
greatest
that
news that could have came was that Lad McConkey was out, and I was like, ooh, whoop-de-fucking-do. I'm not going to get beat as bad.
How dare you? You leave Double D alone. Like he didn't do anything to you.
No, I really wanted him to play. I was like, I want to see how high Justin can score now. Like, I want to see how high can we push this.
I legit think that if Lad McConkey played, they would have beat the Chiefs.
Yes.
Oh, I 100% believe
I think
that.
so, too. I mean, he had nobody to throw to, really.
Josh fucking whatever.
Josh
his name
Palmer,
is.
Quentin Johnson. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, nothing too exciting. But, I mean, that's just the break of what the Chiefs have to deal with. But, anywho.
Also, to those that saw that Chiefs game, what the fuck? They cannot keep getting so fucking lucky. I am sick of their shit.
Yes, they can. 12 times they can get that lucky.
let it out, Ryan. Let it out.
How many actual, like, non-one score game wins do they have?
I think
I need
it's
to look.
probably 4 or 5. It's less than half of them,
They
I'll tell you that.
have 7.
7 wins that are more than 3 points?
Or that are less than.
No one cares about preseason. Let's see.
Oh, 7
Okay.
or 7 that are less than?
Yes. One
So
score
5
game or less. I think 7 is what they
There's
have.
only 5 games that were actual blowouts.
Yeah.
It's garbage. For that fucking team, there's no reason for that.
And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's...
10 of their wins were 7 or less.
There
10.
it is. Yeah,
10
of
of
them.
12.
10 of their 12, man. And it's not even that they're 7
They
or
barely
less.
lost to the Bills, too. That's what's funny.
It's the
they lost
refs helping them out. Hands down, it's the refs helping them out on a lot of these games. Early in the season, we saw it. We called it out. We talked about it. I mean, the broadcasters even brought it to the attention of the entire NFL fan base. If you guys watched that game, talking about how the offensive lineman false starts on almost every single play and just doesn't get flagged for it.
Yeah, it's because
Still
they
happening,
have
by the
like
way.
a 4th string left tackle or right tackle or whatever.
But no, they said he's always done this. And usually he gets flagged for it. But somehow he's just not getting flagged this year for it. And it's becoming so apparently ridiculous. It's not even fun to watch the Chiefs play anymore, man.
It hasn't been
I
fun
root
for
To
multiple
watch them when they
years.
don't have the ball.
Yeah. I root for whoever's going against them at this point.
As you should.
Because
But
Raiders should have beat them because their kicker decided to shit the bed. They should have lost to the Chargers, but apparently, whenever they kick a field goal and it hits an upright, it goes in instead of out.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
some fucking leprechaun bullshit.
I'm going to dink that in
Somehow-
for the win.
Somehow I don't remember what happened with the Broncos game. Then the Chiefs game, the Chiefs Panthers game, which you barely beat the fucking.
Oh,
Panthers.
Broncos was a blocked field goal.
That's what it was. Yeah, a blocked field goal, which that has happened how many times this year?
I don't know. Ask the Bears.
That's fair. What else was there?
What do you think's causing all these blocked field goals? Because I feel like we're seeing more this year than we have in a long time.
That was something I wanted to bring up too, because there's been
I've personally seen at least 5 or 6.
well, just game winners. There was 3.
Yeah, that too.
Hard to
So
say.
either something's going on with like the.
I haven't seen
I
any
knew
of
there
them
was
this
something
year.
you couldn't do with like the long snapper or something like that, or there's like a.
You
Well,
can't
there's
use
you
them
can't-
to hurdle.
You can't use leverage while you're jumping over the line to try to block it, which is so hard to call because if some dude touches a guy, you have to determine whether or not he actually pushed himself off of it. It's very stupid and elementary nonsense that they have to look at, and they make everybody who watches it look and feel like an idiot whenever they get into the analysis of you can see where he touched him with his 2 fingers. Can you tell whether or not he lifted his entire body weight off of him? Shut the fuck up. It's all nonsense.
Yeah.
There was 19 blocked field goals last year.
I don't think we're that high this year. It just feels like a lot this year.
I
I
think
can't find a stat that shows blocked field goals.
You just
I
found
think
the
it's
stat from
just
last year. How did you not find one this
That
year?
was just last year.
There were 19 blocked field goals, 8 blocked extra points.
That's gross.
They probably just haven't released the total yet.
There is no total yet. You still got to get through the season.
And sometimes they show a current. Because I know the Steelers blocked one. I know that the Bears have had a couple blocked against them. The Chiefs blocked one. The Vikings blocked one. I mean, there's got to be probably at least 10, 11 by now. And I don't know if it's these edges that are just lining up farther outside, which is giving them a little bit farther for that lineman to block them, and they're just diving and hoping and praying that they're getting a block, or are these offensive lines on the field goal units just not as good as they used to be?
No, it's honestly it's really kind of it's a minor thing, if anything. I think it's just more of kicker wind-ups and shit like that. It's probably just a difference in that and giving the defense more time. It probably has something to do with the frequency in long-distance kicks that have gone on this year. I think people are taking a different approach. I think I actually talked about this with Scotty one of these weeks. Because guys don't take that traditional 2 steps back, 3 steps to the left kind of thing, what they used to do.
There's been 18 this year.
Jesus. But now they just do this little walk back into a general direction, and they just haul off and kick it as hard as they fucking can, and it goes through with 70 yarders if they want.
That is true. I do remember they used to take 1, 2, and then over. Now they're just kind of wandering back there and going, well, this feels right.
About right.
It's like a new way of kicking, and that seems to be working among all these young kickers who are taking over the league and leaving Justin Tucker's old bones behind.
Fucking Justin Tucker.
Poor Cairo Santos, man. 3 blocked field goals this year.
What team does he play for?
Bears.
The Bears.
Da Bears.
Santos
Brandon Aubrey has 2
Espiritos.
against him, and Younghoe Koo has 2 against him.
Cool. That's not cool.
Funny guy. He was the Atlanta offense for a season or 2.
Yeah.
Like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Now there's no offense because Kirk Cousins is bad. Like I said he was.
How'd Kyle Pitts do for you?
I didn't start him.
Smart.
I have
think
not
he had
started
one
him.
catch, right?
I have not started him in a hot minute.
Since National Tight End Day?
Since I didn't even start him during National Tight
I
End.
know you didn't. I think you started him the week after, and then that was it.
He's got
Yeah,
cotton.
Yeah. But I think you were forced to start him the week after, which is why.
I think that was their bye week.
Yeah.
It's the same treatment I'm already giving to Marvin Harrison. Good for you. You get those 15 points on my bench, you sack of shit.
That's how I'm feeling with Malik Neighbors right now. But that's just because he doesn't have a quarterback thrown to him.
I was just about to say, you can't really blame
Yeah,
him for
that's
that
not his
because
fault.
He's in,
Yeah.
that situation.
I didn't even start him this week.
I know.
He sat on my bench.
It's all good.
It didn't help. It wouldn't have helped regardless. I mean, he didn't do shit,
There
but...
was 0 you could have done in the face of my awesomeness.
You know what's crazy is I only could have scored 9 more points than what I actually scored. So I did pretty decent.
I could have scored like maybe 14 more points. That was about it.
No, you had 20. You could have scored 20 more
check the
points.
efficiencies. Let's go to the efficiencies here. Because something I really like also about Sleeper is they
268 is what you could have maxed out at.
Yeah.
That'd been pretty cool. But I mean, like, what's the difference between that and 258? So whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. And 248. A win's a win, man.
I mean, it put me in the all-time record. So, I mean, whatever. It's all good.
It took Andy out of it one more time. So instead of half of it being him, now only 4 out of 10 are him. So
good luck, fuckers.
Thank you.
Unseat me.
Come after.
Yeah, that's gonna be there a while.
You best not miss.
It took 2 years to beat mine. It's gonna take a while to beat yours. It's gonna take a while.
Yeah,
dude. It was Justin Jefferson putting up.
We know who it was. Yeah. Okay.
It was
Don't need to relive it.
The highest scored points by any player ever too.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man.
But we can get back into the matchups. Like, how you feel about your matchup? We didn't exactly go into the breakdown because it's between Nikki P and Ryan, between the 10 and the 7 seed, respectively. From the projections, you guys are pretty evenly matched, only separated by like 0.2 of a point, basically.
Yeah, it's literally peanuts. Let me jump back over to it. Yeah, I mean, projection-wise, we're like right there with each other. It's very much could be anyone's game.
Yeah, it
so
should be.
I'm
be close.
Yeah, it'll be close. I'm expecting. I'm hoping and I'm going into.
You're hoping to lose.
No, I'm actually expecting and hoping to win.
Oh, okay.
I feel like my team has been doing okay recently. Obviously not putting up, near 200s, but at least better than where I was.
Dude, I've never broken 200 before. Like, this is a rarity. Like,
in the beginning of the year, I was very much the worst scoring team because I was putting up like 120s, 130s, and I'm consistently in the 140s now. And getting into 150s consistently.
That's called improvement.
Yeah, that's the rebuild. Trust the process.
Same, I get it. I need to rebuild it from the ground up.
So I'm expecting to win. I'm hoping to win.
And you are the better team. So, based on ranking.
Based on ranking, rankings don't mean much.
Rankings don't mean much now, but I mean.
You got it, because at this point, it's not about it's not about a whole lot of things. You just got to beat the team in front of you right now.
Pretty much, just so you don't have to deal with that fucking, just the embarrassment.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's not a lot to say about that other matchup between Matt and myself. I mean, there's a difference between the projection scores. I could say that because yours and Nikki P's is so slight, but the projection differences between Matt and myself are 20 points. 20 points in my favor. And that's annoying.
Yeah, it's Matt. We've said it a few times now, but Matt has just kind of he's a very football smart guy, but he kind of got fucked over this year.
Yeah, his team, he doesn't have good running backs, and that's a problem. But that's a problem for everybody to deal with. So
yeah, it's not something that just one of us is dealing with.
Yeah, it's just a down year for him. Last year he had all his linebackers were the top 5 in scoring and shit too. So
yeah,
it's just an off year for him. And that's whatever. I mean, I'm catching fire, at the wrong time. So, if I blow his ass out of the water, that's just going to be unfortunate for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I should want to... I do want to lose so I can get the number 1 overall pick. But I've already given up on that idea because my team is now on fire, and I'm just like, if I'm gonna win, let's just fucking ride it out and see how hot I can do this.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, I
we
can
can
just propel Matt into the fucking last place game.
Yeah, and we can maybe we can talk a little bit about it next time. So we're kind of getting to the question time.
Because I mean, next week we'll actually have some like playoff wins to talk about too, so that'll be exciting.
Yeah. So we'll definitely be looking into that next week.
I think as long as I bypass Jordan Addison doing a repeat performance with 3 fucking touchdowns and Josh Jacobs and his 3 touchdowns, I think I have a shot against Kyle. I am ranked higher, but the projection, I think, shows a 15-point difference in my favor almost. But I don't go off of projections because, as we know, that doesn't mean shit. Everybody usually always overscores what their projected is. So.
Yep. All right. Well, we will jump over to our questions in the poll that we had. And so the poll I put up just asked who is going to sneak into the playoffs. And the one vote had Kyle going in. And look where he is. He did. So whoever put that in, I believe that was Justin.
Damn right it was. I participate.
Yep. And no one voted for Justin, the courtesy vote.
I couldn't. It's a throwaway vote.
Yeah.
And so we actually had a question from Blake over on the Spotify.
That's not a question. More a comment, that motherfucker.
He has a comment?
No, there's a question.
I know he has one on YouTube.
He's making fucking statements he's making.
I haven't looked at YouTube. I'm only on the Spotify right now.
Understood.
So Blake asked, how do y'all feel about being in a position that last year's champion is now not only in the playoffs with a chance to defend, but now has a chance to have the first overall pick next year?
How do I feel about him?
Getting that is because Blake is in the playoffs with a chance to win it, and I believe he has Nikki P's first round.
He certainly does.
Where Nikki P is very easily could be last place, giving Blake the first overall pick.
Yeah, I think he has Joe's, Nikki P's, and his own, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, how do I feel about it? Is that the question?
Yes.
I believe he says, how do y'all feel?
Yeah.
Wildly envious, if that's, if I'm being honest. Screw you, Blake.
Yeah,
Screw
super jealous,
you in
man.
your country butthole.
I mean, it goes to show that he has been just trading and has had enough assets to where he can get some picks.
No, he got all of these trade picks, and I'm still trying to figure out how this happened. He got all these trade picks last year and traded away good players to get future first round fucking draft picks. And what did he do? He went on and won the fucking thing. And now has all these first round draft picks with a championship fucking team. This is insane. Envious is exactly what Justin said. Fuck you, Blake. We love you, but fuck you.
Yeah.
It's
Screw
too bad he's
you
not here
with country, like with Cracker Barrel gravy on it, you asshole.
It's too bad he's not here because we would be saying it to his face.
Sure would, Blake.
Yeah, enjoy the choir, dick.
Yeah,
We'll talk about it next week.
And so that was our one on Spotify. Looking at the couple over on
Lucky motherfucker.
the side. So we were asked to assign a Marvel character to describe each team's season.
Each team or our team?
It says each team.
Each team?
I think it should be our team because that's a lot of it's 10 teams and
That's
it's a lot of time.
Just say for your own. Say for your own.
Andy's team is fucking Starbrand, the most bullshit fucking hero ever. Because his power is to be just a little bit stronger than whoever he's fighting. Fuck that shit.
Well, I would say it's Goku because he just happens to find the random hidden strength to be stronger than that the next person.
No, I like
Goku's
I
not
like
in Marvel.
Justin's better.
Right.
Yeah, I like Justin's better too. Just a little, because it's true when he wins. Just a little bit better.
I gotta be better than everybody. Starbrand sucks shit.
Isn't Homelander technically Marvel too?
No, that's a different universe.
Isn't the
entirely.
boys? The boys isn't Marvel?
No. I don't know where it's not even like DC. It's somewhere in those other
It's its own thing. It's its own thing.
Yeah. What is a
Very
Marvel
much
character from my
sneaky.
fucking team? Mr. Immortal? Dead for a long time and came back to life?
No, what's a movie that's absolutely shit for the first like hour and a half, and then in the last 20 minutes is like bang awesome?
Avengers Endgame?
Kind of boring and like it takes a while to get there.
In the
Yeah.
end is amazing.
Yeah,
And yet it's one of the greatest things you've ever seen.
you can
Yeah,
see where the
basically.
entire budget went.
Yeah, totally fine with that.
The entire budget went into week 14.
Yeah.
I think Spider-Man's mine.
Spider-Man's yours? Reason. Why?
Yeah. Friendly. I really don't talk a whole lot of. I really don't talk a whole lot of shit. I really don't, and I think Justin made a comment about it. Like he's like, I want to fucking hear you talk shit, because I don't. Like I wish everybody a good game before we start. Usually things like that.
Neighborhood fantasy player.
Yeah, and he's just average. I mean, he'll get killed. He can easily get killed. I can easily be beaten, as you guys have seen. But I can easily do amazing things. I mean, I had the record for 2 years until Justin took it down. So I've got that capability of surprising people. So
He can stop a train or he can be run over by one.
exactly.
Depends on the day.
It depends on how my spidey senses are tingling that day.
They should be on all the time, you lazy bastard.
Did I flick them on today?
It's not something you turn on or off. Oh, God damn. This is
I think mine is Moon Knight. Easily forgettable.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
I love Moon Knight though, man. He's such a good character.
Yeah, it's one of those where it's like, oh, this could be great in concept.
I surprisingly like the series, but that's different topic, different day.
I was just bored with it. I got a little bored with it.
What is a good answer for this?
I didn't like that they saved all the fight till the end. Sorry.
It's
Yeah.
fine, don't worry about it. Sebastian Shaw, for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Take a beating thoroughly for all the fucking year, and then I can release all that power at the end of the goddamn year.
Just
Yeah, it was
let
pretty
it all
much
out
you just
here.
absorbed it all.
Yeah, me, Kevin Bacon, we're like this.
Or
Not Footloose Kevin Bacon, X-Men Kevin Bacon.
I mean, either way.
and Kevin Bacon.
Dancing to, whatever, Kenny. What's his name? God damn it. Never mind.
I don't know. You tell
Continue.
me. Okay. And then the other question on there: which celebrity would pick who? Which celebrity? I think grammar didn't really stick with you on this one, Justin.
I'm going to have to
Which
check how I
celebrity
wrote
would you pick
this.
to be your fantasy football rival?
Say that one more time.
Yeah, hold on.
Which
a second.
celebrity would you pick to be your fantasy football rival?
How bad did this come out?
It says which celebrity would pick to be
Oh.
your fantasy football rival.
I forgot the U. My bad.
Yes, you did.
I wrote it in a hurry, I guess. Maybe I had to go to Casa de
2 hours
Pepe.
ago?
And it has to. And you said celebrity.
Yes.
Yeah, like who would you want to be your like celebrity rival, and like potentially you beat them and have them do something?
I think The Rock.
Yeah, you teaching you how
That
to
would
like
be
lift weights.
Just because like I've watched him do that tortilla slap with Kevin Hart. Like he seems like he'll have a good time with it. He's not going to enjoy it, but he's at least going to be man enough to go through with whatever punishment it is. I mean, because Kevin Hart smacked the shit out of him with that tortilla.
Damn, he's
Yeah.
got baby hands.
I
Yeah.
could see Kevin Hart also being fun with it because he would talk so much shit, and just
Yeah.
the nature of all that would just be amazing. And very similarly with The Rock, he would do the punishment too. It would take him a while because he wouldn't stop laughing about it for the first 20 minutes.
Here's my script for the Tooth Fairy 2. Act it out for me.
Jesus.
I don't even.
I mean, I'm not going to say any women because we're not going to objectify women on this show.
Sure, let's not do that out loud.
God, who else?
It's like, I'll pick Sydney Sweeney, and then we'll have a dumb stare off, and so you can make the stupidest face for the longest amount of time. Because she's gonna her face all day long. And that's the only thing I would ever ask of her. Nothing else.
Nothing else. No.
No, I wouldn't pick her. No, for sure. God damn, this is a fucking tough question.
Jeez. A celebrity, and let's try to come up with a punishment with it too. Like what the punishment would be.
Can do.
Gosh, I want to stick with that Kevin Hart though, because that would actually be pretty good. I actually think I'm gonna stick with Kevin Hart purely because the back and forth bullshit and like smack talk would be amazing.
Oh, I'd love to see a smack talk.
Because he would just talk shit for the entire week.
For sure.
And then I would probably have him do the hot wings challenge. Like the...
You stole mine entirely. You motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was going to... I've seen him do it. I've seen them both do it. It's great.
This is where I want to throw out the creativity thing again.
So it would either do that or durian. We have to bring the durian.
Seems to be the thing that like is going to be a really
the theme. If there's anything we can grab from our podcast is we just want someone to eat durian fruit.
So I know it's not necessarily. It's not going to sound like a punishment, but I want him to teach me the haka if he loses. Like that's
you a haka.
So your reward is appropriation.
I want to teach that. I want to learn the dance, but I have no rhythm, so that's the punishment. It's like teaching a guy that. Yeah, but doing it in unison and know what to say and everything like that. I love watching those guys do it. It's an insane thing to watch.
An ill-fitted rugby jersey.
Yeah, the All Blacks. I love watching the All Blacks do it.
God damn it to hell.
And no, I'm not just saying that. That is an actual rugby team. For any of you watching this podcast, did he just say they're all black? It's the name of the team, fuckers.
It is the New Zealand All Blacks.
If you don't know who they are, you're a racist.
Yeah.
They're one of the greatest rugby teams to ever exist.
For sure. I'll pick Keanu Reeves.
Oh my god. He would just be like...
He would just dodge your Josh Allen score like this, just slow-mo Matrix style.
I'm not going... Like, man, he's more John Wick than he ever was Neo at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
He's nothing even that intense either. Like, I think he's a fucking awesome dude, so I wouldn't even, like, put him through the ringer. I don't know. We'll do, like, the little nitro gummy bear challenge. Like... That 9 million Scoville gummy bear.
the hot gummy bear or the extreme like sour ones.
Yeah, turn your face inside out kind of thing. Makes your tongue go
raw.
I mean, I'll do either one. I'll do it with him. Like, I don't care. Just for some content.
I could totally see him like during the week, just like, Justin, I hope you have a great week.
Yeah. Absolutely, Keanu. Most excellent.
Like, there would be no trash talk with him. He would just be so encouraging.
San Dimas football rules, dude. Come on.
Hope you have the most excellent week, man.
Well, and don't forget, he was the quarterback. If you guys ever saw the movie The Replacements, he was the quarterback.
Yeah. Shane Falco, baby.
Yeah.
With what was it?
God, that was a great movie.
That was
really good.
Great movie.
Gene Hackman's the coach.
I will survive.
Gene Hackman's your coach.
Faison
Love is one of the linemen. John Favreau's a linebacker.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a cop.
I'm a cop. Oh, look. Mud cake. Oh man,
kicker
good
is wiry.
All right, well, I think we'll wrap it up here. We are going to.
I got one more
Call
question
it.
on YouTube. What happened?
There was two. There was two.
Refresh.
We did them both.
Hold on, let me reload. Hold on, let me hit refresh. There
Refresh
is.
it.
Do you have a celebrity doppelganger? No. I sure don't.
And growing up, Ed Sheeran, because my hair was redder than this, as Justin can attest to. He's known me pretty much my whole life.
Very much ginger.
And NFL wise, I've been related to Andy Dalton, Mr. Firecrotch, Mr. Flamehead.
I could see more Andy Dalton than Ed Sheeran.
Yeah. Mr.
At least
Flamehead.
currently. At least currently.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yours is more. God damn it! What was that old QB for the fucking Eagles? Not Nick Foles.
There's a lot of
Carson
Wentz.
Yeah, Carson Wentz. I've been called that too. Yeah, I've been called that too.
Literally just any ginger quarterback.
Yeah, any ginger quarterback been fucking
Facial
called
structure
it,
is
so.
similar.
Yeah.
Just saying. So Blake, we used to say Blake was like a skinny Channing Tatum, or no, he was a fat Channing Tatum and a smaller J.J. Watt, and also a very accurate Chaz Bono.
Okay.
He did not like that answer, but it's pretty on the nose.
Yeah. All right, Justin, celebrity doppelganger.
Mine is he's barely a celebrity, but he used to work for Achievement Hunter.
Oh.
Jack Patel.
Oh, yeah. Adam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Jack, yeah. Because I was thinking of the other guy that has the nose piercing.
Hey, you shave that beard down.
Yeah.
Twins.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and if I had more hair, too. We actually,
Jack
like, oddly
had
enough,
it.
we have the same birthday, too.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
Because Jack actually had a big beard. I'm going to try to find it. Jack, Achievement Hunter.
It was never like this, but, like, it was maybe here. Yeah.
What's yours, Ryan, while you're looking that up?
I said
He doesn't have one.
Oh. I'm sure if I took a picture of you and said, Google, search this image, I'm sure I could find something that looks alike.
I'm sure I could find something. But
Google Lens on it.
Yeah, Google Lens on them, and
just Google Lens. Hold on. Let me look up.
yeah, let's see.
Really fast. Let me take up one of my pictures that I have on my camera reel. Let's see. Recent one.
Because there's got to be somebody. I could see Aaron Taylor Johnson, I think his name is, the guy that's playing Craven.
Oof, I'm not even going to tell you the name that I found because
I couldn't even tell you because I didn't really pay attention to Cravings. I think they're just. I think movies are blown out, and I'm bored of superheroes or just superpowers.
Oh, I'm looking forward to Craven.
I'm not bored with superheroes, but I'm bored with the ones that they're giving us.
That's yeah, because it's very much like the B list that no one really knows.
Pretty much.
See, back when Ryan had his beard. I'm just saying.
Oh, you know what?
Generous.
The one that
I'm just saying, back when Ryan had his beard.
Hold on.
I got you, Ryan.
Did you guys ever watch the show Vikings?
No, but I want to.
I've been compared to a character on there called Athelstan.
Athelstan?
Athelstan.
Okay.
Okay.
I've been told I look like Athelstan.
I'll take it.
And I'm like, well, because what's funny is one of the very first pictures you see of Athelstan is this. Like, all right, I see. You know, that was by some old friends at our old condo. And
So you're saying that's me?
You get the beard, maybe.
I can't grow a beard. Trust me. I wish I could, man.
You're pretty damn close.
I try, man. I try.
Telling you, without the beard, that was tits on. I promise.
My father and his. It's just my father and his ability to only grow a goatee. Bastard.
Carson Wentz is your dad?
Yeah. No, you saw a beard in that fucking
He's
picture.
like 3 years older than him. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but we will wrap it up here. Boys, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. We're heading into the playoffs. Those going for the toilet bowl, those going for the actual bowl.
Yeah.
Best of luck to you guys. Everyone else out there, thanks for listening. Leave us a like, comment, subscribe, all that shit. You know where to find us. Desert Dynasty Football, either on Spotify, YouTube, or you can email us. I'm not putting anything here, so don't look for it.
Comment down below.
There's no button.
Push the button down here. Well, boys, have a good rest of your night. We'll
Give
see
us
y'all
a
next
last
week.
place punishment. Please.
Yeah,
for
leave
the
comments.
Last place
For
punishment
the
that
love of
isn't
fuck's sake. The rest of your
That
goddamn league. Jesus Christ.
even- and let it not be eating durian. We need to come off of that.
I mean, that so far that's the front runner, dude.
So far, that is the front runner. That will happen at the draft for sure. It'll just give us
Ooh, I've got a good one. I'm gonna leave it in the comments, but I got a good one.
Yeah, keep a hold of that. And then everyone else, we'll see you soon. We'll see you after week 1 of the playoffs.